Hey everybody, my name is Adam Fortney and I am your Snohomish County Sheriff here in Everett, Washington today. And as you can see, we have a new setup. It's kind of a podcast setup that we're trying for the first time. And I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail about what we're going to do, but it kind of opens up another avenue for communication, community engagement, and just to learn a little bit more about what we do here at the Sheriff's Office every day and how we engage with our community. But we have a very special guest with the United States Marine Corps today, Sgt Davenport. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming in. So we got the opportunity to meet a few weeks back out in the community. And at the same time, we were planning our Marine Corps Toys for Tots drive, which we get involved in every year. And then in the course of meeting you, I thought, what a perfect opportunity to kick off the first podcast, to have you come in. We can sit down and have a conversation with the community and kind of get the word out about our Toys for Tots drive. So thank you again for coming in.
No, thanks. I'm really honored to be the first guest here. I'm excited. I've never done something like this before, so it's cool to kind of get outside my comfort zone and just experience something new with the community. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
I've never done this before either, so it could be interesting, but that's okay.
For sure.
So I want a little bit about you. So when we talked before, I really love that you have a local connection, grew up here in Everett. So why don't you just touch on that a little bit about your time in the Marine Corps, and then we'll get into Toys for Tots.
For sure. Okay. Yeah. So I actually went to Cascade High School, graduated 2014, go Bruins. And my senior year, I was kind of sitting there thinking, what am I going to do? A lot of young Americans nowadays kind of have that same feeling, like I don't really have anything to go like fall back on. And I was sitting there thinking like, dang, maybe I should go to college. But I've always had that thirst for serving my country. And so I walked into the United States Marine Corps recruiting office, actually the same one that I'm recruiting out of right now. So it's pretty cool,
wow.
right in town. But went in there around the middle of my senior year, and the rest is history. So I enlisted as an 0311 infantry rifleman. I went to sunny San Diego for a nice little vacation, if you will, summer camp. Earned the EGA, the Eagle Globe and Anchor, and then I got stationed on beautiful Marine Corps Base, Hawaii. I know it's a super rough time, the beaches, the weather, the experiences, but I got to go on a few different little vacations there too. Got to go see Japan, Okinawa, Japan, mainland Japan, like Tokyo, and then a little bit in South Korea. After my first 4 years, I was kind of sitting there thinking like, dang, I've got everything I need to transition out of the Marine Corps if I wanted to, but just the brotherhood that I had and the camaraderie and the great times that I've accrued so far, why would I give that up? So I decided to re-enlist. I went down to Camp Pendleton, California. Went on another little adventure there on a boat this time. So we had the Navy kind of towed us around. We kind of called them our Uber drivers, but kind of went around the Pacific and the Middle East. Got to go see some more cool experiences, meet some cool people, and kind of just go live life to the fullest. And then after a few years of doing that, I realized that some guy in this exact uniform gave me the opportunity of a lifetime, and I really wanted to do that as well. Kind of go back to my hometown of Everett, Washington, and just give the next generation the same benefits and opportunities that I was afforded. So,
Man, that's a great story.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for your support. Thank you for your service too, sir.
Yeah, I was in the Navy, by the way.
Oh, heck
So,
yeah. My bad about that comment.
No, it's all good. My Marine Corps friends always give me stuff about that, so it's totally okay. So we're here, so kind of we're kicking off kind of the Christmas drive, if you will.
Okay.
And so we're getting into the Christmas spirit. And can you maybe like share a story or something like that from your time in the Marines, Christmas time, things like that?
Yeah, for sure. So I know a lot of people kind of have some bad times when it comes to the holidays. I know it's a rough time for a lot of people, but my first deployment actually was through the Christmas holidays. And so going through, I knew it was going to be a tough time because my family wasn't there and I was going to miss them. But all of my friends that were in the same unit as we kind of all banded together like, why would we make this rough time when we're all here together? We're in Okinawa, Japan. Let's make the most of it. Even though we were a whole day ahead or behind, ahead I think it is. But so we got to celebrate a few hours early, but it was a really great time. I got to FaceTime my mom and my grandma and my grandpa while they were doing their festivities, and they got to see the things that we were doing just in a different time zone and everything. But a really great time to just kind of bring our friends together, especially if we were on a boat or overseas or in a different country. So definitely a good time. I love the holidays a lot. I love being back home. Fortunately for me, recruiting is a 3-year tour. So I'm going to be here at home for the next 3 Christmases. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Awesome. That's a good thing. Very good. Well-deserved time at home.
For sure.
So Toys for Tots, they've been together since 1947, and I love their motto. It's delivering hope since 1947. And that is exactly what I feel they do. So every year we're involved in some way with Toys for Tots, and we're kind of stepping up a notch, if you will, this year. And so that's what we want to kick off today. And you mentioned, when you were overseas and celebrating Christmas far from home, you kind of banded together with your brothers in the Marine Corps to make it special. We want to help do that for maybe those in need that might not have that opportunity, or just maybe need just a little bit of extra help.
Yeah.
The word hope in the Toys for Tots motto means a lot to me, and I think there's something that we and our entire community can help with when it comes to that. It's been a rough couple of years for a lot of reasons. Probably the roughest couple of years in tandem that I've seen in my career here at the Sheriff's Office. And it is out there in our community as well. And so I think the need this year for Toys for Tots is probably going to be one of their greatest years that they're going to have a need for this type of donation drive. And so we want to step it up. Do you have any thoughts on Toys for Tots, being out in the community, helping, things like that?
Yeah, of course. Actually, with being at the Everett office, we actually have already done some Toys for Tots events, whether that be getting on our beautiful dress blues and going to the Everett Mall, the Alderwood Mall, and having a big box just like this, and kind of just getting out in the community and just seeing like the pride people have. Like they'll be walking by and we'll say like, hey, how's it going? Just being friendly, not even a recruiting thing, just to kind of help the community out in terms of giving back. And we'll see a lot of families like walk up and be like, dang, they're doing this. That's awesome. We'll see them go into a store and just buy some toys or even clothes, come drop it off, and just the looks that they have on their faces is amazing, just because they know they're giving back. Like they might not be in the best position themselves, but at least they're doing everything they can to kind of help the community band together, especially in the Christmas holidays. So
absolutely. Okay, that's awesome. So last year what we were able to do is we kind of did a one-night event where we publicized it ahead of time and used our 3 precincts as donation sites. Huge success. But we don't want to just be settled with that. We want to step it up a notch, like I referred to this year.
Course.
And so we're kicking off starting today through December 10th. All of our contract police agencies, all of our precincts will be donation sites for Toys for Tots. And we're going to continue that for almost a full month. We're banking on the community support because we saw it last year, again, with only a few hours of a drive. And so we think the need is so great this year, we wanted to expand that. So thank you for that. Thank you for your service, Sergeant Davenport. We appreciate you being here today. Is there anything else you want to close on?
Like I said, I've had a few years in the Marine Corps so far, just a short 7, but I'm really looking forward to the next future endeavors. And of course, just starting off in this area, just in the Everett, the local area, I guess, just starting off here as just a kid that didn't really know what he was going to do. I wasn't getting in trouble or anything, but just kind of experiencing what the community can do in terms of the Toys for Tots or even just other foundations that can kind of give back to the community. So I'm really glad to be a part of this. Like I said, thank you very much for having me be your first guest. I'm really looking forward to maybe even coming out and bringing some of the guys too. We can go do some events around the area as well, not just limited to the offices, but next time we do have a Toys for Tot event, we'll definitely reach out. And if you guys want to kind of meet up and link up, we can go maybe around the community and see what we can do. So
consider it done.
Fantastic.
We're going to do that, and we'll get out in the community. So I love the Snohomish County community. Every time we've asked for something from our community members, they always come through. So I can't wait till we kick this drive off today, and then over the next several weeks, I hope to see you out there. And again, we will post all of the exact locations at the end of this podcast, and it will be all over our social media, so you know exactly where to go to drop off your donation items for Toys for Tots in partnership with the United States Marine Corps and the Snohomish County Sheriff's Office. Thank you very much, and have a great day.